Afternoon, guys. 16:01. Good to be with you, man. I hope everybody's all right. All the guys that's streaming on YouTube, thanks for joining us for our recap session. Don't forget to watch and look at these reminders. They are on every session. You can go back again when you do your revision to check up on them. All right. Remember, the trading room is brought to you by the trading support department, guys, myself and Roger there. We also assist clients offline, not only in the trading room, but we assist with analysis. We do a bit of chats with some of the guys just to find out how they're doing. So you can get hold of us on the live chat facility as well. All right. Our office hours there from 8 a.m. to 4:30. So if you want to get hold of us, you are more than welcome to do that as well. And then you can obviously check out the Quick Trade channel. And then you can do a bit of revision here with what we've discussed in the class. All right. So I hope you guys are good. Are you ready to go? 16:02. As per normal, we always have the guys coming on, just 2 or 3 minutes later, getting home, getting settled in, and so forth. But we're gonna push nonetheless. They will catch up with our revision. Load shedding is treating you guys all right. I see some of the guys are outside. Adele's outside, so I'm inside. Adele, Shira, how's it? All right, yeah, no, load shedding is kicking again for the second time today. Isn't that amazing? Cut for withdrawals there, guys. Mondays to Fridays, that's 1,500 hours, and that's going to be on Saturdays at 9 a.m. That's the cutoff there. All right. You guys ready to go and see what's happened so far since we left? No, you can. You can if you'd like to. All right. Enjoying the warm weather. It's very nice outside. Good wind. It's a very good wind. Not by you, by us. Beautiful, man. Can definitely, Zeph, no problem at all. All right. And then here's your phases, guys, as always. Your movement phase, your breakout phase, and your accumulation phase. All right. Don't forget them. You guys ready to go? I hope so. All right, because I'm going to push on. I'm going to go straight to, give me a sec. I'm going to go to the US dollar. All right. All right, we still have a few other guys that's joining. All right, so here we go. Hey, Anya. Ken, good to see you. Clive. Guys, look at this dollar here. It's a good thing we left that dollar alone. Check Shira there. Shira, feeling good. Hi, Teresa. Shira, you feeling good about that? Brilliant if you ask me. You guys ready to go? All right, so look at this dollar here, guys. We're pushing down with the 11, the 112.925 area, which we highlighted. Can you guys see it there? And if we do close beneath here for the second time, that 110 looks like our area to visit. 110.999. All right, 110.999 seems to be the place where we're going. If I do switch to a 4-hour time frame, here's another reminder, just like I was doing this morning, giving reminders. All right, that once price has pushed and closed beneath a support, it goes to a previous breakout zone, as you can see over there. That was the breakout zone for the dollar. Resistance, that was the breakout candle. So there's a very big possibility we come back there to that zone, and then we formulate again, and then we push up. All right. Shira is loving the fact that that's happening. All right. Feeling good about it, Shira. Holding thumbs for you. It seemed to work. It seemed to work. It seemed to work. Are you guys ready to push on and move ahead? I'm going to go to the MT5. I'm going to go and see what's happening. I do have, can you guys see my screen here? I'm going to visit that CAD JPY first. We were still talking about that short. Yeah, you guys can see that we did push up today. If I go to the hour frame, you can see there was a small push up there. Can you see it there? But not too much. And now we're pushing down again. Remember, the emergency exit here, Zeph, is still at the 106, all right, 0.063 area. That is the emergency exit. So if we get a daily frame that closes above there, then we're looking to exit, okay? We will get out of it. Not a problem. Yes, you can, Teresa, not a problem. All right, not a problem, you can. Rishab also feeling good about it. There we go, ready. The zone on the dollar index, not a problem, Anya, I'm going there now. All right, so the zone, if you look at it, it's a very big possibility we're coming back to the zone where it breakout, right there. So this was the breakout candle. And if we close like this, around 112.48, we're seeing this zone again. And that could possibly happen tomorrow. Is that clear there, guys? That could possibly happen tomorrow. But then again, please, guys, just remember, this thing can accumulate right at this zone here as well tomorrow. It's a very big possibility. So Shira, just keep your thumbs there, eh? Keep your thumbs that we're going to push all the way down for you, my friend. All right, let's push. I'm going back there now. I'm going back, and this is the MetaTrader 5. There's the CAD JPY. Don't forget the emergency exit. This is very, very, very important here, guys. I was going to just mention to you here that if we do see a candle that closes like this, like that, we would get out. Any daily candle that, if you see a daily candle above the 106.063 area, we would exit this as emergency. All right. But for now, we are still safe. You can see it's really pushing down nicely. So there's nothing to stress about here. Remember, you have a 24-hour midnight, a 24-hour window. All right. We're using the emergency exit. All right. And that is a plus on your side. Let's move to those misbehaving indices. Shara, those misbehaving indices. NASDAQ first. And you know what is so crazy? You seeing Shara, you see again, it's not correlating because the dollar's moving down and these ones are by supposed. So I told you guys, sometimes the correlation does not work. And if you are aware of them, it makes it easier for you to put something in place. But if you don't know about it, you're going to get into trouble. And that's the reason why I consistently remind and I consistently talk about it, because it makes you aware. Does it make sense, everybody? If you go for a long right now, you can see the correlation is off. Big trouble. I don't know how to say it in Zulu or Sotho. I'll say it if I knew. But we're together. So we do not want any of that drama. Shira is trapped in the drama, Shira. All right. So remember, 11,088. We cut that sucker in half to 10,719. That's where we want to take it. Should it close beneath that zone there? All right, everybody. Should it close beneath 11,088, we want to take it to 10,719. This would be afterwards only. We're not dealing with that at this moment in time. We're just dealing with this one here. That's it. All right. Gold did what we expected. Shoo! I have to give the guys a round of applause with that gold now. We're going to go to gold now. All right, let's get the Dow. This is Anya. Well, what is happening at this moment in time, you can see that we are now advancing past the 60%. Remember, this was the 60 zone there, Dow. Remember, 38, 50, 61, Shira. If we break and close beneath 61, we're going further down here. If I switch to the daily closes beneath the 61, my word, that is us pushing down. And yeah, it's going to go down for about 300 pips, 396. That is a nice lacquer drop. I don't know if you guys eat acha, but sometimes when you haven't eaten it in a long time and you just get a whiff of it, it tantalizes the taste buds now and then, especially with the nice choppy on the braai. You know, you have to, that's what that 396 pips can do in your mouth. when you were down there and you got like 5 standard lots in there, you know, and then you're pushing down 300 pips. You all right? All right. It's actually to the max. It's to the max. Let me do this. Let me do this, Anya. Let me do this. Hold on for me. Let me do this. Hold on. Hold on. I have my other screen connected. Let's just see if this makes a difference. Just let me know if it does, okay? I'm connecting my other screen. Tell me if that looks better than the one I had on earlier on. Please just let me know. Does it look better? Is it much better? All right, brilliant. So now I know which one looks better. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Guys, I love it when we are so focused, when we know what's cracking. Okay, so remember, these specific levels are going to be different to what I just showed you. Don't forget, it will be different because I had a different screen on. Okay, everybody. So it's very easy. All we do is, let's quickly just put that in for you here. Obviously, we are looking at the Dow Jones. Apologies. Let me go to the Dow Jones. We're looking at the Dow. And we want to take this one down to 28674. Is it just me or there we go, 28674. There we go. Everybody clear there? And then obviously it's coming down, it's going beneath 29 at this point in time. Let me just place it there. 29281. So if we close beneath this area here, that's the 50%. So this, take that away, that's the 50%. If it closes beneath that 50%, are we together? We got to go past the 60% here. Don't forget that. Let me just draw it one more time so you guys can see it. All right, 29128. Right there. So if we close, if a daily frame closes beneath there, then we are looking for a short. Is everybody clear there? I think it's cool. I think everybody's all right. Everybody has it. Yeah. Got it. It's beautiful. Can we move on? Can we move on? Can we go to Brent and then S&P? Oh no, S&P, sorry. First, oof, we're also doing crazy stuff here. Look at the S&P. Anyone in S&P though? Is there anyone that is in the S&P 500? The S&P 500, we need to go past 3599, all right, 0.6. We need to go past there. If we go past there, we're coming further down, and I put that onto, it was on the other chart. Please make a note of these if you don't have them, 3290. Please make a note of that, guys, 3290 right there. Okay, if we break below that area, 3599, we go down to 3290. We found this on the daily chart. Don't forget, daily chart. All right, I'm moving on. I'm going to gold now, then to Brent. Let me go to gold first. The guys were in gold, and they chuffed about it. Feeling good about it. Hold on. Let me find it here. There we go. So it pushed up a little bit. Are we together? It did push up a little bit. When I do look at the other chart, I just want to make sure that I have it. All right. So remember, it was that southern hemisphere that we had chatted about. Remember that on the gold. You guys remember? It pushed up just a little bit. All right. We are touching this zone once again, guys. Please be careful with the dollar and gold here. All right. Just be careful with the dollar and the gold here. Okay. Because you can see that the dollar is weakening, which means, I said to you this morning, if it's weakening, what happens? Up. And if it continues to weaken, we're going further up. But remember, the correlation is off with the indices. So I don't know how it's going to affect the gold. So just watch it. Just be careful. All right. Look at this gold price now. If I zoom in here, watch. If I zoom in, look how it's flickering here. Look at this. Anya, look at that. Do you see this? It's really uncertain here. Shira, can you see it? Look how it's pushing now. So you can clearly see that there's something that's off. We'll have to track it, guys. What can I also say this? When it comes to the fundamentals, sometimes at that moment in time, you don't see anything. Only later on, maybe 30 minutes or an hour later, if you switch onto your news sites, you can read what happened. Are we together? But at that moment, you won't always know what is going on. That's just the way it is. There are times when there's breaking news, of course. Are we together? There's breaking news, and there's news that's 5 minutes delayed, an hour delayed, even a day. There's some guys. So it depends what sites you have on. So just monitor that for me, okay? But look at the gold. So if I go back to the dollar, which is weakening, well, guys, if I say weakening, you know what I mean. It's supposed to. Hold on, let me just share my screen. Look at this. Dollar's going down, Teresa. Gold is also going down. Do you see the problem here? You see the problem here, Shira? That's why I'd rather trade something that does not include this, all right? That does not include the dollar, doesn't have the gold, leave the indices. The CAD JPY is an example of what one can trade when you see these kind of things happening. So please be careful, all right? We rather wait, absolutely. We rather wait, okay? Let's move on. Let's go to Brent. Remember there was a signal for a short. You guys remember that? There was a signal for a short, and I spoke to you guys about that. And I know that Shira, you were also referring to this Brent. You said, please. There was a certain direction you didn't want it to, you didn't want it to go down. So you obviously, you in a much better mood. It did go up just a little bit. Look at that. So just be careful at the 85 area, though. Just watch the 85 area. To a 90, you want to go to 97.2. That's up there, right? Jeepers. So you're holding it here at the bottom. Like I said, it's very unpredictable. All right, and I want you to watch this 85.64. Teresa, you got it there? That 85.64 in a short, positive, smiling. So where'd you get in? You got in much, much higher, right? You got in much higher. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, guys. Who else is in profit? Let's give Adele a round of applause. Let's give the guys a round. Who else is in a profit here with Brent? Brilliant, brilliant stuff. That's Clive Fani. Adele, obviously you and Shira, you guys are opposing forces today. He's in a long, you were short. I'm not so sure where Zeph is, Is Zeph online? Zeph? I just, the silence is it's very loud. So, I tried showing a different account, but stopped. WTI Shira is also coming down. Spindile, well done. Let's give Spindile a round as well. Look at this, guys. WTI also following pursuit. That's brilliant. All right. That's brilliant. Beautiful. Very, very well done. Well done. Nicely done. All right. This WTI. Are you guys ready to go to the USD Swiss franc, the USD CAD? Let's just go check what the dollar pairs are doing. The USD Swiss franc here, guys. We've gone up. We've hit that area there of 99646, which was our TP. We came down. You can see it that we're together, guys. And we are now hovering in the same breakout area. So this, you can see, was subpoenaed back to the breakout. That was a resistance. That was the breakout candle. The breakout candle has been retraced. If we close beneath, look at this area here, 0.98064, not the one on top, the one at the bottom. We want that one to be rejected. If that's rejected, dollar coming down, then we coming down. Then we coming down. All right, everybody? And if we're selling, there's our ask price here. You see the zone here? That's our pivot point that we're working with. These two areas here. So let's wait and see how the dollar performs, guys. If the dollar keeps on weakening, we come down, right? USD CAD. Look at this sucker, guys. Look at the daily. Very interesting, man. This is extremely interesting because the USD here is strengthening against the CAD, but yet on the dollar index, it's weakening. So the correlation is not working 100%. In a market like this, I stay away from dollar pairs. This is just tears in your eyes, unnecessary tears. A lot of tissues and chocolates, you know, if you're a chocolate eater, if you're a bit emotional, I don't know. All right, AUD USD. Look at the dollar here. If you look at it from a 1 hour perspective, you can see that the dollar today has strengthened against the AUD. This is the problem that we're sitting with. Look at the daily. For now, it's weakening. Look at that, the AUD. But remember, it's hit that support, 64373. If it closes like this, we could push up tomorrow. Don't forget that, guys. Don't forget that. Remember, the dollar, it can still come down. It does not have to push down all the way today. It can come down tomorrow as well. And if it comes down tomorrow, AUD can obviously then strengthen against the US. All right, so we just got to watch out for it. And it's Friday. You guys know what happens on a Friday. Things tend to slow down. So if you put a big trade in the market, that's why I always say to the guys, there's nothing wrong with trading on a Friday, but don't risk too much. Don't put, you know, a big amount of money in and then you sit stuck there. Does it make sense? So put a small amount in, let it run and so forth if you really want to trade, because price can move and you can make money on Friday. It does not mean you can't make money. All right, but just be mindful of that. If you look at the NZD USD, same story here from a daily perspective. It looks similar to the AUD USD. All right, these two normally correlate together. You can see the hour also is looking pretty weak here. All right, for the NZD today, been a rejection to try and push up, but you can see that it touched that zone there. Can you see that specific candle? That wick touched that candle there. And that is what I want to get through to you guys. It's so important to notice this pivot line here, this area here. Is everybody with me? This is the entire day. Are we together? That was the open of today, the 29th of September. Price came and retested the open of today, and it's gone down again. So it's so important to monitor the opening and closing of days, the opening and closing of months, the opening and closing of years. That's a reminder. I'm going to say it again. All right. It's important to take note, the opening and the closing of days. That's the first. The second, the opening and closing of months. All right. Which means you're going to put a daily frame. This is the entire September so far. So that's the opening and closing of the month of September. All right, so it's opening and closing of days, opening and closing of months, and opening and closing of years. When you look at the weeks there, Japi, remember from a monthly perspective, all right, this is the year. This is the year, right? So that is Jan, Feb, March, you see that. But when you go to the weekly, now you're looking at 4 of these candles is a month. Are we together? 4 of those candles. So that's first week in Jan, second week in Jan, third week in Jan, and the 4th week in Jan. So there's guys that will cluster that into parts. Look at this, like this. So they'll take that and they'll say that is 1 month. Can you see that? That's 1 month. Then they'll cluster the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to take a bit of time. All right. So it's better than to look at the yearly or the annual one, and then you can find the weekly in there when you switch over. All right. Is that clear? Let's go to GBP USD. Look at this, guys. We had a TP there at 1.06. All right, 335. It was smashed. It was hit. It's been rejecting. It's been coming up. But you can see 3 candles. There's a struggle. It's taking 3 days here just to pass this resistance. Can I please say this again, guys? the smaller the more struggle there is. All right. The smaller the candles become, the more struggle it is. So it looks like this. Look at this. Hold on. Let's say that is the short down. It went down, right? Can you guys see that? Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's taking 4 days versus 1. Can you guys see that? 4 days versus 1, which means we are anticipating a what? A drop. Is everybody clear? Because it's taking 4 days just to pass that area there. Is everybody with me? So at this point in time, we are looking for another short here. Actually, there is a possible short. Are we together? The only way we're really going to see there's a long here, you got to go to a higher time frame. If we break above that area there, that's a different story. But right now, we are still bearish. Are we together? We are still bearish here. So if it breaks above that area, 1.14235, then we can consider, all right, it's now shifted up from being bearish to possibly going a bit bullish now. And we are on the higher time frames here. All right. Let's go to the Euro USD. And then I'm going to go to the USD JPY so you can see what's happening there. This one here I'm first going to the monthly. You can see same story. It's very bearish, extremely bearish. If you go to the weekly, it's only started. Look at that. It went down to 0.95,271. So the euro really weakened against the dollar tremendously. Can you guys see that? We pushed down. We've pushed up. This can become a hammer from a weekly perspective that pushes us up further on. And if you look at it from a daily perspective, we have 1 day that's crossed over 2. That tells us about the strength of the euro. Can you guys see that? 1 day went past both of these days here. So this is pretty bullish at this moment in time. Obviously here, it's going to be different. If I can do this, hold on. That would be a TP. Let me take that off. Let's shave the wicks here. If I go down to the hours, you can see it's crossed, but not there. We need that one to break first. Can you guys see that? 2 hour over 1 hour, and that's it. So now we need perhaps a 12 hour to close above here. If we can get that, or daily, we got 112 pips in the bank. Can you guys see that? But we needed to close above there. That is obviously a resistance here. So if the euro strengthens, we're not going to see that. Sorry, the dollar. If the dollar strengthens, we're not going to see that. We're going to see it push down again. So for now, we wait. We wait, all right? Because anything can happen from here. Let's go back to the USD JPY. Guys, I'm going to use that example of this morning. Is everybody clear? I'm going to use that one of this morning. I'm just switching my charts for that. It's a much better chart. Please just excuse the finer detail. I'm just letting you see where the candle is, not so much the levels. I want you to see where the candle is. You see it's still below the yellow line. That was the line that we wanted to break. You can see from this morning, that line is not being violated. Not on the 12-hour. Look at the 12-hour candle. We are way beneath it. So here we are not longing here. Can you see that? That's rejection. We're not longing here yet. We needed to push up. Clive, does that make sense? All right, guys, it's a very, very interesting recap here because we're seeing different correlating patterns here now. All right. Different correlating patterns. Let's push, guys. That CAD JPY, remember I said to you the short, look at it now. Is there anyone that's still in the short here? Is there anyone that took the short that's in the short here, guys? If you are, just let me know. Sherry, you in the short, it's looking good. Anyone else? Finally, didn't you get in here as well? I'm going to switch to another chart. Maybe just let me know and then I'm going to push on. All right. AUDJPY. All right, Japi's in. AUDJPY. It's not looking it's not looking too attractive. All right, let's push on, ladies and gentlemen. CAD CHF. Give me a second. CAD CHF. T-Bo's in there. 0.71484. Hey, there's a little Adele. GBP NZD. I'll go check it now. All right. That's long. Shira, just give me the exchange rates there. Is it a long? Just give me the exchange. I'll go and check it out. Okay. Guys, with the CAD CHF from a monthly perspective, this is where we're at right now. Look at that accumulation stage. I'm just trying to find the area that's where it's bouncing from every time. I'm just trying to find the area that it's bouncing from. Okay, just give me a sec. All right, could be on a daily. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to find it. Your grandchildren are there? No ways. You don't look like you have grandchildren. Yeah, I mean, Shira, that's what I'm saying. You look young, Adele, so young to be a grandma. So that's very interesting. Anya says my granddaughter is coming this weekend as well. Oh, that's brilliant. Shira says I look like I look like a grandpa, but not one yet. They can, hey, Adele, Gogo. That's Ken. No ways, Adele. Jeez, you look good. All right. All right, I'll see you. See you, Gogo. That's Ken. That's Ken, guys, just so you know. Clive, that was Ken. All right, so guys, it's bouncing off 71330. All right, this was found on the daily frame. It's bouncing off 71330. Please write this down. If we do push down beneath there, we got about 136 pips to go. Please write down 0.69971. Very diverse, man. Very, very diverse. Sheikh Zef the Shira. He's telling Ken. 0.69971. That's the zone that we're looking for. All right, that's about 130 pips. Brilliant move down. Brilliant move down. All right, but we want a daily there, Mpo. Gabe, to close beneath that zone, then we engage. All right. That would be a very, very nice move there. Do you have it? Do you guys have it? And then can I please give you an emergency exit here as well, guys? Here's an emergency exit. Please write down 0.72728. See ya. Please write down 0.72728 emergency exit. Daily candle above there. We get out. We get out. We get out. We get out. All right. 0.72728. That's the emergency exit there. If it Tebo, if it closes beneath 0.71330, we short. All right. And then we take it to 0.69971. And then the emergency exit there, 0.72728. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit more. You can see it now. Emergency exit 0.72728. You guys got it? I'm going to go to the GBP NZD now for that long that Shira's talking about. GBP NZD. Guys, I really thought we're going to have some more action here, eh? A daily close, yes. I really thought we'd have a little bit more action here. But it turns out it is the complete opposite. Complete opposite. But that's okay. All right, Shira, what's important about this one, a long, let me just see here, 96. I have a 96. All right. But remember, 93, 96 is 2 ranges away, okay? 3 ranges away, so that's still cool. That's the first one. The second one, 98. Shira. There we go. Can you see this? So we would ultimately, if we make some more headway here, look at this, there. Can you see this? So we need to pass that zone, that area there. Can you see that? We need to break that zone there, 96, Shira, and then we push up 390. Can you see it there? You're looking at the daily levels. Got you. So that's a beautiful long. I'm going to give it to you. I think let's give Shira a round there, guys. Nicely spotted, right? Beautiful long. We needed to break above the 196. Obviously, then there's this zone here, right? Look at this. There's this zone here. I'm going to definitely give that to you, Shira. This area here, can you see that? There's some guys that would want to trade that zone. So I understand why you were looking at the daily there. Remember, I'm looking at, I looked at the monthlies first, right? So if you look at it from a daily perspective, you can put a TP example over there. Can you see that? 194. So I understand why. It looks like we'll reach that pretty soon. Look at that. You see that? So now we needed to move up. We need to see how it forms at this zone here. But ultimately, we'll have 300 pips that we can look into above 1.96201. That will be brilliant. And then exit, please write this down, guys. 2.00093. 2.00093. That would be the exit. For now, we're waiting for it. Nicely spotted there. 2.00093. We want to close above 1.96201. There's a possibility we'd have to shave the wicks. Can you see that zone there, Teresa? That area there? We want to try and shave wicks there so that we have a more accurate entry, because remember, price has come up, rejected, and went down again. So if we shave the wicks, we eliminate the possibility of that. Are we together? Anya, very big possibility I might be in. All right. Very big possibility that I might be in tomorrow morning. All right. Okay. Okay. So if we shave that, it's about 96,825. All right, 96,825. So that will be the more conservative area to just make that probability work in our favor. All right, everybody, 96,825, 1.96825. That would be at the high there. So if I put another rectangle there, which I can, but I'll make it a different color. So above there, all right, that would be a totally different entry, okay? FTSE, let's go. Mr. Wicks. Hold on for me. FTSE. Falling where to? 6,845. It's at that support. This is a very dangerous trade to go in now. All right. This is a very dangerous trade to go in now. It's fallen. We need it. We need to stop. We need it to stop. Are we together? You don't go in when something's falling like this. Are we together, guys? All right. When it's falling like this, this boat's missed. If you go to the look at that, you missed it. From there to there, as an example, you've missed it. You get in now, this thing goes up, you're in trouble. All right. Check how nicely it's filling. Yes, thank you. That's a brilliant, brilliant observation. That's exactly what we do chat about. Can you see that, Shira? It comes in and corrects it so nicely, man, especially when that wick. It's amazing how accurate price can actually be, eh? The DAX, yeah, we're still in that short. We're still in that short there with the DAX, the German 30 guys. Can you see the correlation is off there, Shira? Yeah. All right, 11613. How you like them apples, Anya? Isn't that just beautiful? Isn't the analysis just absolutely stunning? Isn't it beautiful when you see it come together like this? All right, and this, guys, this is a result, Mpo, of constant repetition of these principles. Consistent repetition every session, reminding guys, remember, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. And look what is happening. Remember, how do you track? You track analysis. Isn't that clear? Guys, remember, you track the analysis because the profits, they obviously follow the analysis, isn't it so? The profits follow the analysis, not the other way around. You got to learn to analyze well, the profits follow. So we focus a lot on the analysis part so that we can obviously have the profits. All right. But you guys can see that I also like the DAX, Anya. I really like the DAX. The DAX is a great security to trade. It's not as volatile as, you know, the NAS and as the US 30. Even although it moves, no, absolutely. You can score big time with the DAX. Are we together? But it's not as volatile as those guys. So it's a very, very nice indice to trade. And it has lots of patterns. When it gets exhausted, can you see this exhaustion? There's normally very big, look at that, very big push down. Can you see the exhaustion? Big push down. Exhaustion, big push. Exhaustion, big push. You see that? So when you're trading a specific security, it would be in the best interest for you to write down the observation of the movement. So when you see exhaustion, what is exhaustion? When the candles start getting cluttered and too much piling up at one place. That's when you see exhaustion happening, and then we normally see a push, whether that be up or down, because it can happen. All right, price might be coming down as an example. Are we together? It exhausts and then it pushes up. If I go to, as an example, look at this. Exhaustion there, can you see it? And then it pushes up. Exhaustion here, and then it pushes up. Exhaustion here, and then it pushes up. Can you see it? So it's important to note these things. All right, and look at the roundness when it starts pushing. Look at the round. It's not like this. Teresa, look at this. It's not like this. Can you guys see that? It's nice and round. So you're looking for round bottoms. You're looking for round bottoms. Do you see that? Nice and round, like a smile. That looks like a smile. You see that? And so you want to try and make notes of these things that helps you anticipate. Yeah, the chair's not that hot when you're trading the DAX. And on a 4-hour, guys, please write this down. A 4-hour breakout on a DAX is very, very accurate. When you get a 4-hour candle breakout, a 4-hour candle breakout above a resistance or support, what's even better is the 8. The 8 is even better because now you have the 4 plus 4 over together. So that's double confirmation. I'm using the term confirmation very loosely there. I don't like to use the term confirmation because psychologically, if we say it's confirmed, it means it has to. The word must there from Shira this morning. It means it must move down. And so you want to be very careful with that word. Want to be very careful with the word must. But you can see here as well. Can you see the 8-hour here? It broke up, but look at that wick. So when you get the breakout, make sure that the candle is above or when together the wicks or below the wicks. Look at this one here. Breakout. Can you see there? Went below all of that zone there and then came down. Look at this one here. Can you see it? This one there, breakout above this entire structure, did a retracement and then went back up. This one here, same, breakout. Are we together? Went down, retrace, went back again. Can you guys see that? And even here, you can see all of the wicks. What's very important, it was exhausting itself. Tried to push up, couldn't. Tried to push up, it couldn't, and we broke down further. Everybody clear with that, guys? So let's give it the evening. Let's see how the dollar closes. I actually just want to go check the dollar again. Let's go and see what's happening with the dollar once more. Look at that. Look at that. My word. And then when we go back to, so dollar's weakening. All right, now if we go back to the NAS, look at that, S&P, we're pushing down. Dow Jones, we're pushing down, but more importantly, the gold. The gold, if gold is going down, you see that, guys? We need gold to push up just a little bit more. So we're monitoring the US dollar and gold very carefully. All right. So Anya, big chance that I'll definitely be in tomorrow morning with you guys. All right. Let's see how it pans out. Let's see how the daily candles close. Remember, we can get into a trade. We just want to make sure that it's closing at a better and more substantial level for us to take part, because we don't want to get into a place where we're in the wrong direction and then we have our hands on our heads. It's unnecessary, especially towards the end of the week, to sit with that trade over the weekend. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself, isn't it? So now you're thinking about, if Monday morning opens, what's going to happen? You don't want to have that thought over the weekend. All right. So it's better to make sure that around Thursday obviously Friday, that you check it out. Absolutely got to balance the life. Yes. And so Thursday and Friday, you start slowing down. You start looking at key areas. If it breaks it, if it doesn't, what does that mean for you? But from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we can push hard. All right. Everybody clear with that? Shira saying, I'm learning to just close my MT5 over weekend and not look at it in vain, hoping something has changed. But I mean, look, it's also true that if you really enjoy it, you can't help yourself, isn't it? So you're going to go and check it. You're going to watch the charts. You're going to look at the movement. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. In fact, I encourage to watch the movement over the weekend. It's standing still. There's no pressure of if it pushes up now, what do I do? So you're watching what's happened over the week and you can forecast for the next week to come. So it is important to not put the pens down 100%, but like Anya said, balance the life. All right. So if you're doing it early in the morning on a Saturday morning, nothing wrong. If you're doing it Saturday night, that's cool. If you're doing it Sunday morning or Sunday night, there's nothing wrong with that. And I say Sunday night, or even let me say around 6, 7 p.m. Just go and you'll just check the charts. Just be ahead. Just see what's happening. And also look at your fundamentals, what's to come for the week ahead. So you can connect the two and say, okay, if the dollar looks a certain way here, all right, is there fundamentals that can push it in the opposite direction? So you go and connect it like that as well. Are we together? I always do homework over the weekends. So that's why when I am doing a session with you guys, I'm prepared. I'm prepared to chat, to speak, to give you forecasts, because I'm doing the homework on the weekend so that I can be prepared for the week. All right, everybody, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what being a trader is about. All right, everybody clear? I was addicted to my MT5. hoping it's gonna push on a Saturday, yeah? All right, so guys, from me to you, enjoy the load shedding. For the guys that have load shedding right now, stage 15. Enjoy it. And then the probability is high. I'll see you guys then tomorrow at 9:35. All right. Eat well, sleep well. Are we together? Wake up well. You guys were fantastic as always. Even the guys on YouTube, thank you very much, man. You guys are a blessing. All of you guys, the community is a blessing. It's great to have you guys. All right. Hold your children. Yeah, you know, Zeph. When Adele comes on tomorrow, we'll just say, hold your grandkids, my gogo. So if she also sees it on YouTube, she's probably gonna laugh lekker when she's I'm gonna ask Zeph to say it, right, guys? I think I'm gonna put it on Zeph. I'm gonna put it on Zeph so he can say it. Zeph, what do you think, my friend? All right, good people. Cheers, cheers, cheers. You're gonna run away.